You slept 8 hours last night, and you still woke up exhausted. Smile. Someone out there slept 5 hours, and they're already at the gym, already sharp, already winning. That's not genetics. That's not luck. That's engineering, and by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to do it, because the problem was never how long you sleep. It was something far more specific, something nobody talks about. Stay with me, because what I'm about to show you will completely change the way you think about rest, energy, and how your brain actually recovers. The real problem. Hook extensions. Let's be honest about what's actually happening. You lie down. You scroll for just 5 minutes. One video becomes 10. 10 becomes 30. And before you even register it, it's 2:47 a.m. 6 hours later, your alarm goes off and you make the same promise you've made 100 times. I'll sleep early tomorrow. But tomorrow has the same ending. And the cycle continues. Here's the thing nobody tells you. The problem isn't your discipline. The problem is you've been measuring sleep completely wrong. You've been counting hours when you should have been protecting cycles. Science. Sleep cycles explained simply. Your brain doesn't experience sleep as one long state. It moves through 5 stages. Every 90 minutes, in a pattern as precise as clockwork. You have light sleep, where your brain is transitioning. Then deep sleep, where your body physically rebuilds, muscles repaired, immune system charged, energy stores refilled. Then REM sleep, where your brain processes memory, builds creativity, and restores emotional balance. 1 full loop, 90 minutes. 4 loops, 6 hours. 5 loops, 7.5 hours. Here's where it gets interesting. When your cycles complete cleanly, uninterrupted, your body achieves full recovery in 5.5 to 6 hours. But when your cycles are broken by blue light, caffeine, stress, an inconsistent schedule, you can sleep 9 hours and still wake up foggy, heavy, and completely drained. More hours don't fix broken cycles. Better cycles fix everything. System, science-backed, step by step. Step 1. Lock your sleep time, like a non-negotiable. Your brain runs on a biological clock called the circadian rhythm, and it responds to one thing above everything else: consistency. Every night you sleep and wake at the exact same time. Your brain gets more efficient at releasing melatonin, dropping your core body temperature and pulling you into deep sleep faster. Stanford's sleep research confirms that irregular schedules, even shifting by 1 to 2 hours on weekends, significantly reduce the amount of deep sleep your brain produces. You lose recovery without even knowing it. Choose your window. Commit to it, even on weekends. Within 2 weeks, your body will begin pulling you toward sleep automatically and waking you before your alarm. Step 2. Plan your alarm around cycles, not numbers. Most people set their alarm for a random time. 6:43, 7:15, whatever feels manageable. But if that alarm lands in the middle of a deep sleep cycle, you'll wake up in a state called sleep inertia, that thick, disoriented fog that takes an hour to shake off. The fix is simple. Plan your wake time in 90-minute multiples from when you fall asleep. 3 cycles, 4.5 hours. 4 cycles, 6 hours. 5 cycles, 7.5 hours. That extra 10 minutes you think you're gaining by sleeping until 7:23, you're actually robbing yourself of an hour's worth of mental sharpness. Wake up at the end of a cycle and your eyes open naturally. Step 3. The 60-minute power down protocol. Asterisk. Here's where most people silently destroy their sleep quality. Without realizing it, the hour before bed isn't just winding down time. It's preparation time for your nervous system. And if you're doing it wrong, you're walking into your bedroom with a brain still running at full speed. The 3-2-1 method. Asterisk 3 hours before bed, no heavy meals. Digestion competes with sleep. Your body can't fully recover when it's still processing food. Asterisk 2 hours before bed, no work, no stressful conversations, no problem solving. Your cortisol needs time to fall. Asterisk 1 hour before bed, no screens. Blue light tells your brain it's still midday. Melatonin production drops by up to 50%. Replace that hour with dim, warm lighting, slow music between 60 and 80 beats per minute, light stretching, and either meditation or gratitude journaling. You're not just relaxing. You're sending a direct biological signal. It's time to go deep. Step 4. Morning light is your on switch. When you wake up, your first instinct is your phone. Notifications, messages, news. But here's what you're doing to yourself. You're flooding a barely awake brain with stimulation before it's had time to transition. Instead, step outside within 10 minutes of waking. Even on a cloudy day, natural light is 10 to 50 times brighter than indoor lighting. That light exposure hits your retina, signals your suprachiasmatic nucleus, the master clock in your brain, and immediately suppresses residual melatonin while triggering serotonin production. Serotonin is your alertness, your mood, your motivation. It also converts into melatonin that night, meaning morning light improves tonight's sleep too. 10 minutes outside. That's it. The return is disproportionate. Asterisk step 5. Move before your brain has a choice. The worst thing you can do after your alarm goes off is negotiate with yourself. 1 more minute becomes 5. 5 becomes 20. And you start the day already behind, already losing. Instead, move immediately. Cold water on your face. 20 push-ups. Jumping jacks. A 3-minute walk. Anything that raises your heart rate triggers a release of dopamine and noradrenaline, the neurotransmitters that clear sleep inertia and shift your brain into alert mode. Within 3 minutes, the fog lifts. Within 10, you feel like a different person. Don't think your way awake. Move your way awake. Caffeine cutoff, 2 p.m. Caffeine works by blocking adenosine, the chemical your brain builds up throughout the day to make you sleepy. But caffeine's half-life is 6 to 8 hours. 4 p.m. Coffee is still 50% active at midnight. Even if you fall asleep, your deep sleep drops by up to 30% when caffeine is still in your system. You're unconscious, but you're not recovering. Cut caffeine by 2 p.m. After a week, you won't miss it. You'll just sleep better. Your room is a sleep tool. Treat it like 1 Aust temperature, 18 to 20 degrees Celsius. Your core body temperature needs to drop to initiate and maintain deep sleep. A warm room fights that process all night. Light, complete darkness, or a quality sleep mask. Even small amounts of light. A phone charging, a streetlight through curtains, suppress melatonin and fragment your cycles. Sound, silence, or white noise. Sudden sounds are the most common cause of micro-awakenings, which break your cycles without you ever fully waking up. Optimize all 3, and your deep sleep increases measurably within days. Asterisks magnesium. The most common sleep deficiency. Nobody talks about. Over 60% of people don't get enough magnesium from diet alone. And low magnesium directly correlates with poor sleep quality, more nighttime waking, and less restorative deep sleep. Magnesium glycinate taken 30 to 60 minutes before bed has strong research backing for improving sleep depth. Ashwagandha has solid evidence for reducing cortisol and evening anxiety. As always, talk to your doctor before adding supplements. But these are among the most evidence-backed natural options available. Last, brain dump before bed. If your mind is still processing the day when you lie down, to-do lists, conversations, worries. Your brain stays in beta wave activity. High frequency, alert mode, journaling before bed, even just dumping tasks and thoughts onto paper, shifts you into alpha and theta waves, the transition state your brain needs before entering deep sleep. It doesn't need to be profound. It just needs to be out of your head. The mindset reframes. Here's what I want you to understand before you close this video. Sleep is not the thing you sacrifice to get more done. Sleep is how you get more done. The sharpest thinkers, the most productive athletes, the most creative minds, they don't brag about sleeping 4 hours. They protect their sleep the same way they protect their most important meetings, because they understand something most people don't. You can't think clearly on an exhausted brain. You can't create, decide, connect, or lead when you're running on incomplete recovery. Every hour of poor sleep compounds in your mood, your focus, your decisions, your health. You don't need more time. You need better energy. And energy starts the moment you decide to take your sleep seriously. So here's your starting point for tonight. Pick a consistent sleep time and lock it in. Plan your alarm to land at the end of a 90-minute cycle. Start your power down 60 minutes before bed. Get outside within 10 minutes of waking. Move before you think. That's it. 5 shifts, 2 weeks of consistency. And you'll wake up one morning, before your alarm, eyes open, mind clear, body ready. And you'll understand exactly what this felt like to read. If this gave you something real, subscribe. Because next week, we're going deep on just how to stay mentally sharp all day without depending on caffeine to get there.